Hello and welcome to FPSKivotos. I'm your host Bridge, and let's get started. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about another Vtuber Customs. And the Vtuber taking the spotlight this week is Hirano, also known as Roro. She's an indie Vtuber that really enjoys hockey. And when it comes to her splash art, I decided I think the best option for her was put her in the Millennium Science School. Even though they're not the most athletic, I thought putting her with Sumire in the athletics club would be a really good option for her. The artist did a fantastic job of capturing her image and just her overall design. It's very risky, kinda. It's a little dangerous, but it's a really nice outfit overall. When it comes to her firearm, I decided to go with the Keltec Sub2000. Right here, it's in its folded form. It's one of those deployable pistol caliber carbines. It's chambered in 9mm, and it is a I believe it's a Gen 2 version. It's definitely not Gen 3 because of the sight picture, and I'll explain that here in a minute. This one was a very interesting one to build. It's quite the unique firearm. It's I think it was one of the first ones to do the whole foldable action. There's a lot of other companies that do something similar to this now, and also Keltec has a better version of it now at this point. The reason I decided to go with the Keltec Sub2000 is because it kind of looks like, at least in its like normal color form, kind of looks like a hockey stick, especially with this buttstock here. Like I could definitely play hockey with this bad boy. But yeah, as you can see, I tried my best to kind of match her general color scheme that she has in her splash art and just her art in general, just to, get the color contrast. I really like the blue that I used here, as well as the pink accents on the rail and the buttstock here. As always for this VTuber one, since I have my own personal liberties, I'm just going to talk about, just the gun in general and how I decided to go about with the paint job. And then if the artist has a different rendition of the rifle or whatever the gun is, I'll also talk about that. So first and foremost, we'll talk about the color, as I already mentioned. We got a nice light blue here on the main receiver. She has definitely one of the most unique color schemes to date, so I really wanted that to shine in the overall design that I went for the gun. As you can see here on the top rail and the under rail, you can't really see it that well because it's covered up. Those are both pink to match her sleeve colors, essentially. The white also represents some of the overall design of her outfit. I wanted to make sure to spread out the colors as evenly as I could, just so there wasn't super dominant of one of the colors, other than, the light blue, since that's just her main color of her outfit. For the accessories that I decided to paint yellow, I decided to paint the foregrip yellow, this little 45-degree angle optics mount yellow, as well as the trigger and the charging handle. They're all the nice bright yellow color that really makes it pop a lot more than it kind of already initially does, even though it is definitely a head turner already as it is. I thought it would fit the theme very well. Right here on the grip and on the buttstock here are basically pink hockey tape, grip tape essentially for for hockey sticks. Obviously she's a hockey player, so she would definitely have at least some of it around, maybe not in pink, but it works pretty good, and honestly it makes the grip really nice to hold on to as well, not too slippery. I definitely wanted to keep a little bit of black to have a little bit less of the clashing colors, so the magazine release is still black, this little Seymour optic is black, and as well as the flashlight here, along with the little recoil pad here. And as you can also see, her number is 8. I have a little sticker here that is the number 8, obviously to represent her. As for how the gun operates, it's a pretty light recoiling rifle. It's 16 inches, obviously to fit the specs of a PCC. It's quite ergonomically weird, and you'll probably see it in the firing footage with the charging handle, but I can show it here. This yellow piece right here is the charging handle. What you need to do is pull it back and lock it back into place. That locks the chamber back, and the magazine obviously is empty. This is just a standard Glock mag. It's actually the same ones that I use for Suri's PSA dagger. Has those same extension tubes for a +2, but you put the mag in there and you slap this motherfucker just like that, and you're ready to go. The trigger pull on this is not my favorite. The safety is on. Oops. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's a little mushy, as you can see there. I'm not even fully pulled on the trigger yet. Very mushy, not the best thing in the world, but it does the it does the job. Yeah, there's that trigger pull, and then the reset. Yeah, it's not amazing. I mean, it works. it's good enough for what it is. I had a very fun time shooting this one, that is for sure. The recoil for a 9mm carbine like this is a little bit higher than usual just because it doesn't really have much of a recoil spring in there. It's kind of weak. I mean, it's there, but it's not the most nice feeling thing in the world. But this butt pad definitely makes it a little bit smoother. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the way I mounted this optic. So with the folding function, which how that works is that you need to push this forward and then it collapses into itself and locks right there back into place there. So essentially the Gen 2 and the Gen 1 model of this has the rail kind of touch itself, will touch the sock essentially, and so you can't really have an optics mounted there. You just have to have it be like a quick detach, so you can take it off, put it somewhere else, and then when you need it, deploy the gun, and then slap the optic back on there, and you're ready to go. Personally, I didn't want to do that, and I just wanted to figure out an interesting way to mount the optic, and I've been looking around, and basically this 45-degree angle optics mount allows for that functionality of the optic. This is just a knockoff Seymour optic I got from some like AliExpress or some bullshit way back when, and I've had it ever since. Honestly, it doesn't work that bad. I have to hold it at a different angle, obviously, just like this, kind of gangster-ish style, but you know, if it works, it works. It's still mildly lined up with the barrel, so it's not too obtrusive when it comes to the aim in general. Actually, it's really nice for me as a left-handed person. Obviously, I have it mounted on the left-handed side. Roro is right-handed, so I wanted to have the artist put this on the right side just so it makes a lot more sense for her when she's operating the gun. But yeah, overall, it's a really fun gun to shoot. It's very smooth. The trigger, like I said, is not the best in the world, but you can kind of get over it, and having that recoil pad is really nice. This optic setup is a little bit weird, yeah, but you know, you kind of have to make do with what you have, especially with these older generation models. Since Roro is a hockey player, I decided to do a little interesting little skit. Don't worry, I was as safe as possible when I was doing this. Don't worry about it too much. Oh man, I can't wait to use my new hockey stick today.
Oh, so we're playing outdoor hockey, right? We're playing outdoor hockey, right?
I definitely want to try to incorporate more interesting shooting skills stuff in the VTuber one, just because I have a lot more liberties when it comes to doing that rather than trying to recreate the ones from the characters in the game. If you guys have been enjoying this episode so far, please make sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe button, and make sure to score a goal on your least favorite team. I think Roro is actually a really good fit for VTuber's custom video because she is a hockey player, and in her art she has her hockey bag, and she's always had like a running joke in her community where when a new person comes into the channel, they see her hockey bag on her back and they're like, hey, is that a gun? She's like, no, it's not a gun. That's kind of turned into a running joke, and I think it's neat now that yes, she does have a gun now, just to kind of play off of that. Other than that, this has been a really fun one to build. Thank you, Roro, for the reason why I got in contact with her in the first place. She actually binged basically all of my videos and left a comment on Mita's in particular, and was like, this is really cool. And I'm like, hey, do you want one? Like, that's type of stuff that I really like. Like, if you are a VTuber that are watching this, like, just holler at me. I'll think of something for you with your design and try my best to make something that I think fits you well. It was an honor for her to, you know, just straight up tell me that she watched a lot of my videos already and just really enjoyed it. Roro, you are super cool. You're very funny. Your content is great, and I want to thank you guys for watching another VTubers custom videos. I know these can be a little hit or miss when it comes to, you know, just uploading. I just really enjoy doing them anyway, so obviously I'll have the real Blue Archive content out at the same time. I'm definitely not going to do like back-to-back VTuber ones. I'm going to try not to, depending on the scenario. I will let you know though, I have about 6 other VTubers that I've talked to that have let me, you know, do this type of thing, so there's going to be a lot of them. It's basically just going to be a new side series for the channel, which I'm perfectly fine with, and if you guys are going to watch it, it's perfectly fine too. Mita's video has more views than Saya's video, which is the actual character from the fucking game, so, you know, it is what it is. I understand why Saya doesn't really get that many views, but, you know, it was a really fun gun to do, in my honest opinion. We will be having another giveaway this episode. This time around, I ordered another 6 acrylic keychains of the gun design, as shown here. Thank you, SRT Draw Art, for making this amazing art. They didn't even charge me for this extra chibi version of the art, and I'm very grateful for that, to allow me to use it for this giveaway. As always, I will not be, selling them in any way, shape, or form. There'll be 5 winners, because I gotta keep one for myself, obviously. Go in the comment section down below and type in hockey stick, smile, and then in about a week or so, I'll message everybody who has won on Discord. If you're on Roro's Discord, I can probably holler at you from there, but all I'll need is some your personal information and a good name to send it to, and then it'll be sent your way completely free of charge, since obviously I commissioned art for it. It's not mine to sell, so that's how I like to give back to every VTuber community that I interact with these videos. With all that out of the way, let's move on to the conclusion. But I also did buy Roro's doll, which is, I'll show you this here in a minute. You probably saw it in the firing footage as well. It's a very cute doll of hers. I bought it basically almost after, like a little bit after that she gave me the go ahead. I was like, it's probably gonna be really cute to incorporate this plushie into the video. So you guys probably see it here, and you probably see it in the footage right now too. It is an incredibly cute plushie. I don't know if I'm pretty sure she's still selling them right now, and if link into her Ko-Fi if you want to pick that up for yourself. That's my way of giving her more support. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute blast continuing the channel and uploading more videos. From last time I checked, at least the recording of this video, I have reached 700 subscribers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You guys are the absolute best. Just keep doing you, keep watching my stuff, keep commenting, keep sharing. And if you have any suggestions of VTubers or just characters in general for Blue Archive, obviously, just tell me in the comment section. I'll try my best to figure out more things. This is probably, if my guess, one of 3 videos for the end of the year. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that, but I hope more is to come when it comes to the new year and everything like that. And other than that, I mean, who knows how many months are still left in this, in the time when I upload this one. Please make sure to go follow Roro if you want to see some, cool VTuber content from her as well. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. I've been your host, Bridge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.